What's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives. Hey, coming at you today with another video, a Tops Knives rendition, if you will, as my buddy Scab over at Choir Boys likes to say. He says a little saying like that. I like it. It's cool. Scab, I love you, brother. If you guys haven't had a chance, go check out Choir Boys Cutlery, man. Awesome channel. JS Bladecraft, go check out his channel. Donnie B All Day, go check out his channel. The Last Huntsman Outdoor, go check out his channel. I could go on. There's a ton of channels to go check out, but we're here to talk about this knife today. That's what we want to do. We want to talk about this knife. And if you guys are wondering what the hell is that thing on the side of my head, that is my microphone. Okay, I got a little windsock on it thing here, a little kitty cat as I like to call it. It is a little bit windy, and this is going to help make the audio a little bit better for you, and that's what I want to bring you guys some good quality videos, and that's what we're going to do today. So today what we're going over, guys, is the Tops Knives VTAC Crusader. You guys haven't seen the VTAC series of blades that Tops did in conjunction with Vikings Tactics. The owner is Kyle Lamb, a former military special operations guy. Awesome dude. I met him a couple years ago at SHOT Show. Really super nice guy, very humble, down to earth. And he got with Tops, and they made a series of 3 blades. They made a small one called the Patriot. This is the medium size called the Crusader, and then there's the larger Norseman. And if you guys haven't seen my video on the Norseman, go check that out. That's an awesome blade. But today I finally got my hands on the Crusader. These sell out quite often. They're hard to find. I was able to pick this one up though. I got it, and man, I'm glad I did, because now I have the whole collection, which is awesome. But check that out, guys. It comes with a really cool brown Kydex sheath with Blade Tech, or I think it's Blade Tech. Yeah, Blade Tech Molly attachments. Now, these aren't going to be great for carrying on the belt all the time unless you have a battle belt or something like that. We're going to get into that right here with actually I have a Molly panel. I'll show you guys how this hooks up. But you can take these off and hook up a tech lock system or put some sort of belt clips, or there's plenty of holes here to be able to mount this however you'd like. But hey, let's get into what this blade looks like, right? Bam, look at this thing. Freaking beautiful. Look at it. Love the handle scales. Now, I know you're probably thinking, man, why is that handle got this weird kind of shape to it? Well, it's actually to give you that natural kind of sweeping motion. And when you come out to point to like to poke at, to poke at the tri-tip that's cooking to see if it's done, if you notice, bam, a natural inline, the blade's coming straight, the tip is going right where I'm pointing. It's almost like I'm pointing my finger, actually, which is really cool. Check out that vine work on there. Really awesome looking. Check. Yep. See that really good there. You come in with a reverse grip. Your pinky will go right into this finger choil. Your thumb will rest right here. So you got this really cool, like, kind of reverse grip that feels very comfortable. So if you got to come in and stab an oil can or something to get that, get that vegetable oil out for the kumal, so you can make some homemade tortillas or something, bam, you got it, right? So, but comes over really nice. So you can come in here, do whatever kind of cool stuff you got to do like this. I mean, this blade just feels really comfortable. This is really, like, with this setup, I mean, this would be a great backup knife on a battle belt or a plate carrier or something like that if you're like in law enforcement, military, something to that effect. I mean, this is a good overall size blade right here to do most of what you're going to need it to do, but also help you get out of, maybe some bad situations. You never know. But the sheath retention on this is fantastic. You hear that click? I mean, there's no rattle, no give at all in this bad boy. So let's go over the specs on this puppy real quick. Get my cheat sheet book out here. Write these down for you guys. That's how much I care. Overall, you're looking at a 9-inch blade. The blade length is 3.63 inches. You have a cutting edge of 3.63 inches. Blade thickness is a 0.16. It's not overly thick, but it's thick enough to hold up. It's 1095 with a 56 to 58 Rockwell hardness. The blade finish is tungsten Cerakote. The handle is tan and green canvas micarta. The weight is 7.2 ounces, so it's not really that heavy either. With the sheath, you're looking at 11.2. It's Coyote Tan Kydex with a Molly lock. Is designed by Kyle Lamb of Vikings Tactics. Again, really awesome dude. And if you guys get a chance to check out the other blades, I suggest you do so. Check out my Norseman review. Love that blade. But man, this one I think is just gonna. I actually think I am gonna put this on my battle belt. I have a battle belt that I use for competition stuff, and I think this is gonna go right on there. Boop. It's gonna be Very, very nice. But I love that retention, that click. I love how I come in. I can, if I want to mount on my left side or switch the clips over, come in, reverse grip, bam, you're right there, no problem. Kind of come in, grab it right here, you're out, you're ready to go, do what you got to do. Very, very nice. Show you guys. So with these Blatech clips, there's two little things on the side. You pull that down. Let's see, I'll try to do this on camera. Pull these down together, and then, sorry, trying to do this on camera is not the easiest thing to do. These little guys come down. Stupid. I was trying to do it different. So you pull these down, and then bam, that opens right up like so. Pretty easy. I made it harder than it had to be. So now you got those open, you can come in. This, like I said, this is just kind of a MOLLE panel. You can see these MOLLE things here. You could figure out how you want to set this up. You probably want to take the knife out to do this just to make it a little bit easier. But kind of come in, pick one of these up, slide the first one under like so. There might be a faster way to do this. I don't know. I don't really mess with MOLLE stuff too often. So you got it under one, get it under two, so you can go, up to 2 MOLLE links. Close that up. You'll hear them click, and this sucker's on here, ain't going nowhere. Slap your knife back in, you're ready to rock. See, it's ain't coming off, ain't going anywhere until you're ready to take it off. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that sheath on there. But let's get to the knife. Let's get to the testing. That's what we want to see. So let's get to it. So here we go. Got our handy dandy catalog here, right? So we're going to come in and kind of do our stab. I mean, like I said, you kind of come in, bam. You got that nice thumb right here. You know your hand's not going down. You got this nice finger choil. But how far did we go? Ooh. Ooh, so right there, you can see that little hole. It punched through and then it kind of backed out a little bit. So we pretty much stabbed, like right there's the tip all the way through. So it kind of punched through and then backed up a little bit, but very nice. Nice big, I mean, sunk into about there, guys. So come in. Didn't quite, I could feel a slightly raised area right there. Didn't quite obviously go all the way through, but definitely got some good. Right, here's the tip is starting to come out. So you can see about how far through you're getting on the catalog there. Very nicely done. I mean, this thing, Tops blades, man, they always come out of the box sharp. I mean, I don't think I've ever had one that wasn't. If I can get this thing to stay open right here. There you go. You see they always come out of the box sharp. Never an issue with that. I mean, this thing just feels good, man. But see, you had to come in and cut some pants off, right? You had to do some emergency field surgery or something. Got to come in here and cut that stuff off. Like, help out your buddy. Maybe he accidentally twisted his ankle. You got to cut off his pants to make sure that he, he's going to survive. I don't know why you would do that, but you could easily come in and cut through jean material, no problem. Let's see. Got the old extension cord here, guys. So actually, this is an extension cord. I ripped this out of a an old air compressor, but it's still, you can see it's got the three strands in there, copper. These are actually probably a little bit thicker than your standard extension cord, but yeah, you got that. So you had to come in here. You could choke back on this, get a little bit, like kind of rest your finger right here. You can get a little bit of a whip, come in here, do a little whip chop. Cut that piece off, no problem. Nice clean cut. And you can see this actually has a thicker sheath to it as well around the wire. But let's say you had to come in here and you want to do a little bit more of a controlled cut. Come in here. Bam. That is definitely a thicker cord. Check that out. Cut through it, no problem. I think I actually poked myself. I did. When I kind of came up this way, I accidentally poked myself in the finger. Oh well, it happens, right? You play with knives long enough, things like that happen. But it's not bad, guys. I'll be okay. But if you want, you can send, I got a Venmo and stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, you have a hose here. This is a pull hose. If you had to cut it, act like it's a radiator hose or something to that effect, you can come in here, cut it off, cut pieces off if you need to. You can also pierce, kind of do like that rolling cut, try to be a little bit more precise if you need it to be. Bam. So you can cut off hoses and things like that. No problem. Let's say you got your rope here. This is that yellow poly rope. Everybody loves this stuff. I don't, because it makes a big mess when you cut it. But, you know, again, I do this for you because I care. So come in here, easily cut these ropes up in pieces if you needed to. You know, make your lashing, whatever you had to do. Come in and cut that rope up, no problem. It's not going to affect the edge or nothing like that because it's $10.95, man. You know. Here we got this. I still don't know what the hell to call this rope, but anyway, if you can see that nice detail there, you can see there's like glue and like just so many different fibrous pieces that hold this thing together. It's not really glue, I would say it's something, but anyway, this stuff is pretty rough on a knife edge, but it's not the easiest stuff to cut. But if you had to, come in here, do a little sawing motion, cut this stuff up, cut your chunk off, no problem. Save that because you can make a fire with it. I know, I've done it. So if you had to cut this type of rope stuff, you could. Not going to be a problem. Now let's get to what we call the well, not the fire stuff yet, but wood stuff. But here, this is, of course, there's a plane flying over. This is your standard fire hose. This is literally fire hose, came off a fire truck. This is used. It's been used and abused. It got retired. This stuff is very abrasion resistant, very tough, very hard to cut, and very hard to pierce as well, because again, it's made to go through car wreckages and stuff like that in the event of an accident or emergency. So if you had to, come in here, bam, stab right through. You see that? You can push through, cut through, no problem. So it's cutting through the outer layer, the inner layer, and the rubber layer that's all in there. So you come in, stab it again. Let's be a little bit more precise this time. Bam, look at that. No problem, right into the stump. Come in, push it. Come in and cut through. So you can easily cut through this stuff as well. Not a problem. Let's check out this tip and edge. No damage to the tip. Now, if you guys can see, it's got a nice tip right there. That's what she said. I got you guys. You walked into that one. But it's going to be a sturdy tip for sure. Not a problem. I mean, it's going to hold up to, you know, repeated stabs. Actually, what's kind of cool is with the way this little finger guard comes through right here, it helps you retract the blade back out a little bit quicker. So that's actually pretty cool. Didn't notice that before, but yeah, look at it. No problem. Tip's still there. Didn't break. Wouldn't expect it to. So let's say you're out in the woods, right? This is your knife. You're out on mission doing whatever it was you were doing, and you got lost, and damn it, it's getting cold. You hear a banjo playing in the background. Oh, you need to start a fire. So this is the knife you got. This is the knife you got, right? So you come in here. This nice thumb ramp right here. You can get your thumb on the back, have nice control. Make yourself some nice fire curls to help get your fire started. Get down to that dry wood. Maybe it's wet out. Got to get down to that dry stuff so you can get your fire started. You can easily come in there and get your fire curls going. I don't know why I paused there for a minute. Something I was, you know why? Let me do this. That blood was distracting me. So anyway, you could also come in here. You got to make longer, more kind of controlled curls. Come in here. Rest it on your chest. Make longer curls as well. Or your feather stick. But and you can see it easily just slicing that stuff off, making your nice curls. But you may be in a position where you're like, darn it, man, I don't have pieces of wood like this. All I have are pieces like this. And you're like, crap, what are you going to do? Well, you might have to do a little batoning, right? So if we're going to sand this piece up, we're going to come in. Now, this isn't a super long blade, so you're probably not going to want to be, excuse me, you know, you're not going to be coming in and batoning through logs like this. You just don't have enough real estate there to hit, as you can see. You know, you're just not going to be able to hammer through. So you're going to need to definitely do maybe smaller pieces like this. Now, guys, this stuff, let's get rid of that. That's thinner. This is a little bit thicker, so this is going to definitely be a little bit more of a test. But this is seasoned almond wood. It's been sitting out. It's super dry. You can see in here, it's got knots and things like that in it. So it's not always the easiest stuff to baton. You can see I got a knot right here. Oh, we got a little snail friend right there too. Let's put him off right there. There he goes. Got some knots right here. So this isn't always the easiest stuff to baton, but whoever said this was easy, what the heck? I got something crawling on my neck. So you might not have easy stuff to work with, so you might have to go with the knotty stuff. You never know. But here we go. We got a baton stick. Bam. Gonna go pry that off. Bam. Check it out. So right there, batoned right through it. You guys can see I kind of went right kind of through and past this knot. Blade is straight as an arrow. No issues. Still sharp. There's no chipping or rolling on the edge. You guys can see that. Perfectly fine. That tungsten Cerakote's holding up great. Not a problem. But, you know, now you got this piece. Now you got, man, I need some more. Break it down. You can, like I said, come in here. Break it down. Do what you got to do. No problem. Pick up this piece. I said make some more little fire curls, if you will. Fire starting material. And like I said, with that thumb ramp and the way you choke up on this, I mean, you got a lot of really good control, which I really like. So yeah, you could come in and definitely do some batoning and stuff if you needed to. Let me reach down here and get this piece. This is off a piece of plywood. Kind of going back to a little bit more of that tip testing. You know, we're going to come in, stab, kind of come in. Check out that tip, make sure we didn't. Yep, still there, not broken, not damaged, still ready to rock. You had to come in here and you're trying to make that little spot right here for your bow drill. Kind of come in here, lightly poke it in. That's what she said. Yeah, you walked into that one again. Kind of come in here and just start turning it. You can kind of start making that pilot hole for making a bow drill. I think that's correct. If I'm not correct on this, please leave a comment and let me know. But, you know, I'm always watching videos, trying to learn other things too as well. So I'm slowly working my way into eventually getting to making a fire bow video or something. But you could come in here and you kind of start that spot where you put the thing and do that, you know. No problem. But you know what? Let's do a little light chopping. This obviously isn't a chopper. Look at the size. I mean, but again, if you had to choke back and for whatever reason you had to chop into something, like, actually, guys, that's not doing a half bad job for being. Look at that. That surprised me, actually. Chopped a lot better than I thought it would. Heck. Edge is still fine. No edge damage at all. You can see that. Like this. Hopefully this is showing off the way it's supposed to. Product showcase. I should look blurry. Bam. Like that. Look at that. Bam. What else we got, guys? What else? Well, you know what? We chopped into that little guy. Let's chop into the 4x4. Obviously, we're not going to get through this. We're going to do 30 hits on the 4x4. Let's see what this little guy can handle, right? We want to see what can the Crusader do. So we're going to go 30 hits. We'll count them off, or in my head. Keep counting with me, guys. Here we go. There you go. 30 hits with the Crusader on the 4x4. Obviously, I wasn't actually the most controlled with my cuts either, but did a pretty good job. Got through, you know, if you had to cut through a 4x4, you could do it. It might take you a little while though. Be aware of that. But guys, overall, this Crusader is a really cool blade. It's definitely going to make a great companion belt knife, if you will, or a plate carrier. Like I said, you can have it mounted on your vest here, whatever. You can pull it out, deploy it, you know, open up those oil cans and, you know, cut up your meat and food prep out at camp if you need it to. It's a stout blade. It's got enough thickness to it that it's going to hold up very well. You can see on the tip test, the tip is there. It's going to hold up. Reverse grip, forward grip. I mean, this blade's really nice and light. Even though it does seem a little different with this grip, it actually fits right into your palm of your hand like so. Guys, the Crusader, the whole VTAC line in general, is just awesome. They're really cool looking blades. There's some good thought designs going into them. And I tell you, I don't think you can go wrong with picking up any of them. The Patriot, the Crusader, or the Norseman, or they even have the Patriot XL, which is a slightly longer version of the Patriot. But awesome blades, guys. Very cool. Kyle Lamb, Leo did an awesome job with these blades, and I would highly suggest picking some up. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think about the Crusader. Let me know what you think about. Look at that. Look at that vine work on there. Oh, that's just so cool looking. Yeah, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. And if you had any of the other of the VTAC line, let me know what you think. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I always greatly appreciate it. And I want you all to stay safe and stay sharp.